So for this one, I strongly recommend all of you guys to do at least like a quick 5-minute meditation before you start your daily challenge. On this one, there's going to be 3 night out manifesto that's going to be key, right? Be a nobody, be a beginner, and be present. So start from like the first ever house you lived in. Like put yourself there. Take a snapshot of that. Physically put yourself in those places and see what snapshots are coming up for you. And every time you remember it, write it down. So we made a list of all your memories. We went down memory lane and took all those snapshots and made a list of it, right? Pick one of it and we're gonna tell a story about it. Each one of those moments has a significance to it. That means you went from predictable to unpredictable. And those series of interesting moments, once you had 20 of them in your life, it becomes a pattern to a point where like, oh yeah, I used to be like this, but now I became like this. So every time when you're telling that story, ask yourself, what is the significance of that event? And why do you think you remember that event? We're really gonna have to drop our ego for this one. Sometimes in some stories we're a hero, in some other situation we might be a victim, and in some other situation we might be a villain. The point of this exercise is to be truly accurate. When you're able to see it completely objective with the present moment, I think you're able to define whether you're being a hero, victim, or villain. We need to be able to see the whole world now. And once we see the whole world, objectively how it works, then we're able to see ourselves in that world. Something happens when you put it out into the world. As soon as I post it, something else happens. And I think this is one of those things where it's our subconscious at work. Because I will post something and then I'll see the comments and I'll see how this video reacts. And I'm like, oh, that's probably because of this, right? If I've gone through that process 100 times, as soon as I post it, my brain goes, shit, they're probably gonna say this. These people are probably gonna say that. But I don't know why. Those thoughts don't come to me before I post it. It just happens after I post it. And I think because something happens, here's the world, and here's the lens that you look through the world, right? Based on your experience. And then now keep through this practicing storytelling, you're starting to broaden that horizon. You're kind of starting to see how the world works. And then things starts to fit. Oh, the situation here is a lot like this situation. This situation is a lot like this. You stop seeing the world from the lens of those trauma that you have. This 5-day challenge must be really tough right now. But after practicing it for a year or two, it's going to become like so easy. It's going to become very obvious.